Strugglers, what's better than playing games? Watching other people play games, right? And you know what's better than watching people play games? Watching celebrities play games. Have you ever seen an ad for a new show and thought, this looks fine, but you know what would make it better? Blake Shelton half-heartedly swinging a giant ping pong paddle around. Throw in a frustrated Jimmy Fallon and this is an Emmy nomination just waiting to happen. I found this wiki page that features almost 400 examples of celebrity-based game shows. My initial response to that was, we can get that number higher. Right, guys? You know what famous people need? More screen time. Is this all just famous people PR propaganda, or is it more just mindless entertainment for people to enjoy without harming anybody? Or is it something so much darker than you could ever imagine? So what makes a celebrity playing games show anyway? There's gotta be a better name for it. Celebrity Game Night, hosted by Jane Lynch, has got to be one of the most on-the-nose titles I've ever seen in my life. It's called Hollywood Game Night. How did I get that wrong? What is the show? Well, it's celebrities playing games at night. Why can't more shows be this upfront? Mask Girl? What the hell is that? The Bear? Sure, it might be one of the best shows I've ever seen and it made me feel emotions I didn't know possible, but this show is hardly about a bear. Would a show like Carpool Karaoke be considered celebrities playing games? Is singing a game? Is this a game to you? They do play real games sometimes, kind of, so I guess this does technically scooch into that category a little bit. Is The Tonight Show just a celebrities playing games show? It does have a lot of games, to be sure. But that pesky network, man, they force Jimmy to talk to people sometimes. So I don't think this quite qualifies. It's a talk show. It's not a celebrity playing games show. But that's okay, because if you want to get your fix, you can just watch That's My Jam, which is hosted by Jimmy Fallon, and it's just famous people playing singing games. I think I'm kind of establishing a theme that singing stuff counts, so let's just throw in lip sync battle and celebrity name that tune. Sure, who cares? But something like The Voice does not count. Why? Because I freaking said so. I don't know. The focus is on the celebrity judges quite a bit on that show, but they're not the ones that are playing. And also, we already established that singing in and of itself is not playing. That's not a game. There's got to be some kind of game to it. You're just singing a cover? An Adele song? There's no game here. Do celebrity editions of popular reality shows like Big Brother or The Apprentice count? They do not. These are less gamey than what we're looking for. They are a competition, but that doesn't necessarily make it a game. You know how every toad is technically a frog, but not every frog is technically a toad? Big Brother is a toad. Oh, you thought I was gonna talk about Splash, the celebrity diving competition show from 2013? Not until November 10th. I will talk about that. Please be patient with me. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Oh, really? Sanjaya? Are you a celebrity? Get me out of here. When I was a little kid, my family went to the circus and the ringleader came out beforehand to announce the national anthem. And he gets on the mic and he goes, Please welcome American Idol sensation, Sanjaya. Sensation. Using that word pretty liberally, huh? Before they said his name, my dad really excitedly stood up and yelled, Ruben! We were a big Ruben stuttered family. Jaden said she used to love Sanjaya, actually, so shout out Sanjaya. I hope you're doing well. Celebrity Jeopardy, Family Feud, and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire do fit my criteria because they're more gamey. Millionaire is a frog. Speaking of that, remember when Regis Philbin frickin' Slumdog millionaired Norm Macdonald into not choosing the correct answer for the final question? What the hell was that? Why did they let him do that? There's a whole host of classic celebrities playing games shows from the ancient times, such as Pyramid, Password, and Match Game, all of which have been given soulless modern recreations, and the list goes on and on. Speaking of lists, I think a nice little way to further explore this topic would be with a neat, clean, pros and cons list. Pro, it's a simple list to understand. Con, you gotta think of cons. And I like to try to keep things positive, so this is going to be very hard for me. Pro, celebrities are good at being on TV. This may seem like a silly point to make, but I'm a silly guy. People who are on camera for a living are usually a little better at it than people who are not on camera for a living. They're good at reading the room. They know kind of when to slip jokes into a conversation to make it feel natural. And there's just less of a chance for awkward dead air. It's generally more entertaining to watch a professional athlete play a sport than just an average Joe. So I guess if we use non sequitur logic here, that must mean that professional on-camera people are better to watch than non-professional on-camera people. Have you ever watched a game show and thought, good grief, this person is about as entertaining as a crouton? Producers don't usually have to worry about that kind of stuff happening with people who are used to being on TV. And add in the fact that producers can just tell a celebrity what they want them to say, and you've got yourself a recipe for an enjoyable viewing experience. But on the flip side, another huge aspect of the gamey show experience as a viewer is being able to picture yourself in the shoes of the person that you're watching. And therein lies the con. Con, no Spider-Man effect. One of the reasons that Spider-Man has always been one of the most beloved superheroes is because he essentially could be anybody. He's just a normal guy with a normal life. He hides behind the mask, and he does things that are freaking awesome, okay? And similarly, when just a regular person is on a game show, which is something that's kind of freaking awesome, right? That's low-key kind of cool. It's kind of easy for us to put ourselves in their shoes, because they're just like us, you know? But it's much harder to put ourselves in, say, Penn Jillette's shoes. He's so big, his shoes probably wouldn't even fit me. So that leaves me with this feeling of like, maybe I'm wasting my time with this. Like, am I really choosing to spend some of these precious moments that I have on Earth watching Blake Shelton half-heartedly swing a giant ping pong paddle? I know I already mentioned this, but come on, Blake. At least act like you want to be here. This is supposed to be your show. Why don't you want to be here, Blake? And that leads me to my next con. 2 cons in a row. What am I, Logan Paul? Con, if the concept is boring to begin with, celebrities can't fix it. I mentioned Name That Tune earlier, and by gummy, this show could put Donnie Thornberry to sleep. You want to know the thrilling concept? Okay, here it comes. Get ready. A song starts playing, and the contestants have to guess what the song is. So, I don't care how many celebs you bring in, I don't care how charismatic they are, and I don't care how many silly jokes they crack. This show is unbearably boring to me. You can put all the lipstick in the world on this pig. There's still a pig under there. Okay, I can see it. I can tell it's a pig. Okay, we gotta get to a pro. Starting to feel like a freaking commentary YouTuber with all this negativity. How about this one for you? Pro, celebrities have a built-in desired outcome. I already talked about how it's easier to picture yourself as an ordinary person on one of these shows. I see some rando on Deal or No Deal, and golly, that might as well be me. It should have been me. Did we forget about that? But when it comes to actually rooting for somebody to win, I tend to find it easier to root for somebody who I already feel like I kind of know a little bit, in the least parasocial way. If I see John Hamm giving clues on Password, I automatically want him to do well. Because I like John Hamm. This guy? I don't know this guy. I don't really care if he does well, to be honest. But John? My guy, John? You got this, John. Come on, John. John. And I don't think that's just a me thing. I think that's most people. You ever see somebody from your hometown do something cool and get recognized for it? If you've never met that person in your life, but they're from the same place that you are, there's something cool about that. And that's what I think happens when celebrities play silly games on TV. It can be the other way around too. Like, you could be watching something and just rooting for somebody to fail because, you know, it's 2014 and you've got this feeling deep down that something just ain't right with this person, but you're afraid to say anything because everyone else seems to like them, and I guess I'll just hope they lose at Pictionary. Or something like that, I don't know. Pro, the games make celebrities seem like real human beings for once. Talk show interviews are basically just planned out in advance, and even stuff like Hot Ones can suffer from that generic, you know, automatic response, the media-trained PR stuff so many celebrities go through and know. It's hard to know if what you're seeing is real or just a facade when you're only listening to people talk to each other. But when they're playing games? Oh, baby! The dog comes out. Chance the Rapper, such a mild-mannered dude, so calm, until he's getting his butt whooped. Man's a sore loser and a sore winner. You love to see it. I suppose what I'm getting at is that playing the games is kind of a surefire way to break down those walls that people have and get to know what they're actually like off camera. You know, are they chill? Are they cool? Or are they just kind of an egotistical jerk? We're gonna find out. I guess you could kind of look at this as a con also, more of a don't meet your heroes type of thing. It might actually ruin your favorite singer for you to see them acting like a loser on a game show. So I suppose this one does kind of go both ways. but that would require adding nuance to this, and that just won't do. Con, if they're playing for money, it goes to charity. I know that sounds bad. Charities are awesome. Okay, I think charities are cool. But when I see rich people playing Jeopardy and then the money that they win goes to charity, there's something just initially about that makes me think they're a rich person. They could just donate that to charity anyway. They don't need to be on Jeopardy to do that. And that might be a dumb, silly way of thinking about stuff, but that's just the first place that my brain goes, my dumb little peanut brain. Somehow, it's more exciting to me to watch a random waitress from Illinois try to win enough money to buy a jet ski or something. This still looks bad. I feel like I gotta change this. Change this to a pro. This is actually a pro. Disregard everything I said. Okay, and for our final list item, I will give you one last pro. Pro. It doesn't really matter that much. Ah, yes, the disclaimer that absolutely shields me from any and all criticism. Delete your mean comment that you wrote. Okay, delete it right now. I refuse to see it. Get it out of my sight. No, this is a pro because some people just really enjoy seeing a familiar face playing a fun game. And there's nothing wrong with that. By some people, I mean me.
To see our celebrities come in, grab a drink, be relaxed, and play some games is freaking awesome.
I actually low-key like watching these shows every now and then. It's fun for all the reasons I already talked about, and there's something comforting about seeing Jimmy Fallon get just as frustrated as I would if I was playing charades with a bad teammate.
I said what? I didn't know what you...
What?
Yeah.
You can't say what in charades.
Am I not allowed to
What
say
is the thing you don't say? What?
I was getting there. I was getting there.
You only had 30 seconds to get there. Did I have a stroke and die? What?
I'm seeing an unhealthy amount of myself here. I see myself here, even though that's a celebrity. So I guess the real question is, do we really need more exposure to famous people? We see them all the time. Famous people refuse to go away. But I don't know, it's hard to even complain about stuff like this taking up airtime on TV because, like, YouTube exists. If you're an independent creator and you've got a cool idea for a show, you can kind of just make it yourself. And it may not be the same big budget thing, but you can kind of make it yourself. I think many people, myself included, have proven that over the years. You don't need NBC to cancel the 59 celebrity-based game shows they're currently running, roughly, in order for them to make room for you. There's already plenty of room for you. Right here on the tube. And if you're looking at the people that have been winning these YouTube awards lately and kind of noticing that they're also just big teams with large budgets, don't get discouraged by that either. Those big channels with a lot of editors and a lot of camera operators, those are in the minority. They're propped up a lot and they're given a lot of praise and a lot of exposure, but you don't need to strive to be that. We can bring back the low budget amateurism, and I hope you try it yourself. I cannot wait to watch it. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. It means a lot. Go ahead and check out another video of mine while you're here, huh? Extra thank you to my patrons. Those listed here are in the top tier on there. You guys, you all deserve an award for just being so sick. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Thanks to everybody who watched the Cramer games and bought some merch. The support on that was amazing. So much fun to make. Very excited to hopefully do it again next year. All right, that's all I got for you this time. I will talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.